1, 2, 3, USA!
My mom came in like freaking out, telling me like, "Oh my God, you're on the team."
Coach Scurran pulled me over to the side and he asked, "Hey Adam, you want to go to Japan and play for Team USA?" I didn't think he was serious. I was just kind of like, what?
I actually met Coach Scurran a number of years ago at the AFCA convention, and at the time I was president of our school board in Texas, small town in Texas, and I tried to hire him at our high school because my son was coming up through, and I figured here's the kind of guy that I wanted coaching my son. And it didn't work out, but he and I have developed a friendship over the years, and he's helped me with a number of my global football events.
I had worked for global football once as liaison on a trip to Ireland several years back, and kind of stayed in touch with them, and they stayed in touch with me and followed my exploits in coaching. Even before I took the job at Santa Rita, they'd contacted me, and it seemed like a perfect timing.
Coming off a loss in the state championship and get to play with the USA team is something I really look forward to as soon as I got notarized about it. And it's going to be a great experience, and so far it's been the greatest of my life.
Not too many people back east know about our 0-10 season to 11-2, so they're pretty excited to hear about that. Our little Tucson group is getting along really well with like the Louisiana kids and the Kentucky kids. It's pretty fun. We all enjoy their accents.
Anytime you bring 40 guys together from all over the country and from different football systems, you know, we got to teach them the system and the base offense, base defense. Start all over with special teams, and there's a lot of work to be done. And but I think we're getting along pretty well.
It really set in on the drive over here. It's just like, wow, you know, I'm gonna be playing to represent the country. It's just such a big deal.
When I got out here and seen them cracking heads and doing all these nice little drills, seeing you know, just the youth coming together and doing something positive with their time, other than just playing around in the streets, it's always a good thing.
What advice did you have for these kids?
Advice, the only thing you can give them, do well in school, because that's the only thing that's going to get you through. And it's something that you can always fall back on. So just get your books done, and everything else take care of itself.
That's the best part, is working with kids that are our first future leaders, and you could just see that in most of these kids' eyes, that they just got it. Whatever it is, they got it. And it's a lot of fun to work with those kinds of kids.
As we got off the plane, there were just photographers everywhere, and as we walked, you know, we had to watch what we were doing, kind of feel like a celebrity. We had to watch what we were doing because, I mean, they were just tripping over each other, just taking pictures of us. It was amazing.
The weather was real nice compared to, you know, Arizona. The weather was nice and cool. The rain sucked though. The funny thing with the rain though was one of the practices, me and like 4 of the other guys huddled together all close. The coaches thought it was cute, but it kept us warm, so we didn't really care. My first feelings, I mean, I don't think there were any. I mean, my heart was up in my throat. You know, everything was, it was just happening. It was, you know, you walk on the field and you're just kind of wide-eyed. You're like, whoa, you know, this is really happening. I'm in Japan playing football for Team USA.
My highlight for the game was actually just starting. I had no idea. I mean, I was surprised I was starting. You know, here at Santa Rita, I was one of the biggest guys here. Although we still had the smallest line in Tucson. and then to be on an all-star team with you know, players that are 6'5", 300 pounds, I had no idea that I was gonna start, but I still went after it. Every practice gave them a good look, and I ended up starting.
I really didn't start feeling anything until our national anthem came on. As soon as that happened, you know, you get a little knot in your throat because I'm representing my country. You know, I have to do good. I have to, you know, give it my all. And our defense, you know, did all we could. Our running game, you know, to win a game, you have to have a running game. We just couldn't get one going. Passing was awesome that game, though. We just couldn't get it together. We played our hardest and they played harder, so it's just the way it is.
The trip home is always rough when you lose a game, especially when you're on a 12-hour plane ride, so that was always rough. Then the football team is a family, and it felt that within 8 days that we truly were a family, that we knew each other for a very long time. And coming back, it felt like, you know, those long goodbyes that you don't like. And everybody traveling back to Kentucky and back east, and it's kind of hard. I would have to say that my favorite part about being in Japan was having the chance to stay with the host family, because, you know, anybody can get out, jump on a plane and go to Japan, but you don't really get the true experience unless you're with native citizens of a certain country.
Staying with the host family was just so different than what you would expect, you know, and just, you know, seeing their culture head on is just wow. Life
gives you a lot of opportunity, and it's not very often that you get a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to represent your country, to wear that those USA letters across your chest and go into foreign soil. And I mean, it's an experience you can't explain. I mean, it's just your chest swells up, you walk with pride, and it's a great experience. I mean, something that only Olympians feel.
1, 2, 3, USA!